Today we're going to be talking about Shenanigans and the Atlanta United.
Woo!
It's St. Patrick's Day! Woo! Yes. Recording from Atlanta, it's This Is What I Think! The megaphone's back, people.
It's back.
And it's better than ever. Woo! But it has to go away now.
Oh, goodbye.
I am Donny Sadler.
And I'm Jude Timothy Harris. And this is what I did. Our talk show.
Alright!
How was your week, Donny?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good, eh?
So, I had my prom, as I mentioned last week, and it was very fun. Me and my date Anna, we had lots of fun there. We danced, and there was a couple of my friends did some pretty funny things, like getting a cat hat.
A cat
and dancing down the halls like the extreme crazy people that they are, because they're crazy. And I'm crazy just like them. And also, this guy, it got me to go to an Atlanta United game. Oh! I never thought the day would come, but I did. And I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Inviting me
The
to
hype
that
is real.
game. It was very fun. Very fun.
I'm glad you had a good time.
So, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. I finished the opioid project that I got in jail for. And it's Pi Day.
It's Pi Day!
It's
3.1415926. That's just a portion of the never ending.
Just a portion.
Just a portion.
But
Just a tiny portion.
we have some happy news and some sad news.
Yes, we do.
So today we're starting with the happy news.
Happy news. Happy news.
It's Einstein's birthday!
It is Einstein's birthday. And it's also, by the time you guys are watching it, we're going to be getting ready for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. But you know what else today is?
What else?
Today is the day that Stephen Hawking has died.
It's very sad. It's very sad. I didn't realize it because it kind of happened like really early in the morning.
Yeah.
But I looked over, my friend told me at first, and I looked through the news stock and I was like, oh my gosh, he really did die.
On Pi Day.
I know. On Einstein's birthday. On the
kind of
300th
ironic.
anniversary of Galileo's death.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting, but it's very sad. We're going to be missing a big part of scientific research for a long time. But hopefully, maybe the circle can continue. We will have a great scientist born on this day.
Yeah.
So that we can learn more about stuff in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You got a little
I got a little something right there. We were having some. It's on this side.
Yeah.
We were having
No,
some.
You missed it.
I missed it
You want me to
again.
get it for you?
No.
Okay.
Don't do that.
You can't. You
I'm gonna wipe.
Oh, you got it.
I got it. Hooray! So today is St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
So in the spirit of it, we're wearing some shenanigans because we get into them shenanigans.
And our set looks.
Very Irish indeed. We
Gucci.
got Irish Rubik's cubes. We got
That's
some
on
gold.
the wrong side. No, we good.
We got it fun. We got it fun.
It's cool.
It's cool.
There we go.
So we're gonna talk just a little bit about some Irish stuff, like some Irish
Irish stuff.
actors, some Irish bands, Irish movies, stuff like that. So
Yeah. What do we have on our list?
He's got a list.
We have. Let's start out with actors. What are the actors we got?
We got Pierce Brosnan from the James Bond movies. One of the most notable ones he was in was GoldenEye, not Goldfinger, GoldenEye.
Not Goldfinger.
I know. You might get confused, but it was GoldenEye. So this guy played James Bond for a couple of years. I think he was the one that played James Bond right before the one that's James Bond right now.
Cool.
So he played the James Bond for a little while, and then we also have
Daniel Day-Lewis from Phantom Thread.
Phantom Thread. That was nominated for Best Film.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he also played Lincoln in Lincoln.
And Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. And he looked 100% like Abraham Lincoln. It was hard to tell the
100%?
difference. Hard to tell the difference.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
What about some Irish bands? We got U2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played some for that dance teaser. We got
Dance
YouTube up in here.
Ooh.
And then also, we got the Cranberries.
Cranberry.
Which my parents listened to a couple of those songs, and I listened to a couple of songs. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got Irish movies, which is Brave, like one of my all-time favorite movies because it's a Disney Pixar movie.
But of course,
really good.
Can't leave out the films that Ireland actually made.
Yeah.
Once was a pretty big film. I don't really know a lot about these films. I haven't watched them. But it was rated pretty highly on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it was a 97%. So it must be a pretty good film.
Yeah.
Then you also had Brooklyn.
Brooklyn
which I feel like
Nine-Nine.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I
Rated highly as well.
rated highly as well.
So those are some cool Irish things that we'd like to bring up on this incredible
Very Irish
week, Irish week, because
Yeah.
we're not filming it on St. Patrick's Day, but
Yeah.
you'll be watching it probably on St. Patrick's Day. Who knows?
Who knows? So, a bunch of activists for gun control and gun safety went outside of the U.S. Capitol building and they put down 7,000 pairs of shoes to remember children that have been killed by guns. So, and, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And then also, today was the National Walkout of School Day.
Mm-hmm.
So, a bunch of schools, some in Georgia, some in Florida, across the country really, all walked out of school at 10 o'clock in the morning. So, to show their feelings on the gun control stuff and to show their respects for the tragedy that happened in Florida. So, it's a big, really big thing. They all almost basically across the entire nation. It's really, really big movement that they have.
All right. So let's bring up the energy a little bit with some Flat Earth Society stuff.
Oh goodness. I don't know if Stephen Hawking would have agreed.
Yeah, no,
with this
sorry,
stuff.
there was something flying around.
It was a little
no,
tiny.
Stephen Hawking would not have agreed. But so the Flat Earth Society made a toast. They made a toast.
They made a toast.
They made a post.
They made a
on
post.
social media, and this is what they said. It said, and I quote: "The Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe." That is what they said. There's a picture of it and everything. They're not real flat earthers. I'm not.
Wow.
Earth is
I would
round.
expect them to
Be a little more accurate.
would have been like, you have members of our society all across the flat Earth plane. The
We have
flat
members-
Earth plane
We have members all over under the dome.
under the dome.
No.
All right, and so with me, I went to the Atlanta United game, and I became a pretty big fan. I had as much fun as I've had as much fun watching that game more than I had watching some Falcons games, because I watched the Falcons get blown out. It was sad. But I can definitely say that I'm a big soccer fan now. So I'm looking at all the stuff, not just in the MLS, but in the Premier League, La Liga, League One, some places that you guys probably have never heard of, because that's in
The
Europe.
Little League.
The Little League. Sorry, folks. MLS teams aren't really that good when
They
it comes.
are.
Well, they are good against
Compared
each
to
other.
other teams, they're not
There are
that
some
good, though.
pretty bad teams, but there's really
Yeah.
good teams in Europe.
Yeah. Atlanta's a really good team, though.
Yeah, they're pretty good. All right. So
Yeah.
speaking of some
Matt
let's keep it
Damon.
going.
Matt Damon and Ben
Matt
Affleck.
Damon.
So they have a production company, and if you don't know, when Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were really young, they wrote a letter to Robin Williams, asking him to be in their movie. And he replied saying yes, and that he would produce their movie and everything. So with their production company, they're going to start helping children that want to make movies.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can we get in touch with them?
Yeah.
I remember that movie too, Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
I've not watched that. I need to watch it. I should watch it.
We should watch it together for another movie.
Yes.
Thing.
So, on the topic of St. Patrick's Day, my father and my grandfather, back last year, actually went to Ireland during St. Patrick's Day.
That's gotta be pretty fun, man.
Oh man, it was pretty fun. But they said that it was definitely very interesting there, mostly because you had to drive on the left side of the road. Oh my goodness, it's pretty crazy there. One of the things too, they also had a big soccer or rugby. I cannot recall what it was exactly, but it was a big matchup between Ireland and Scotland, I believe, and Ireland won, and so they were at like a bar watching this, and they were going crazy. Everybody was going crazy because Ireland was winning. Mm-hmm. So they said they had a lot of fun there, but had a little trouble getting back home. Once they did get home, though, they said that it was great, and I wanted to try and go with them because there was going to be a football game, but the football game didn't happen.
Football game didn't happen. There's going to be a lot of beer in Ireland on St.
Oh my gosh, there's probably a lot of
taverns everywhere.
I'm getting a call.
Uh-oh.
What's this call about? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi. Who are you?
I'm just passing by. I wanted to know if you had any shoes.
Shoes?
Do we have shoes?
Do we have shoes?
Yeah, we have shoes.
We got some shoes on our feet, but I don't really want to get rid of my shoes.
I want you to leave them on your front porch.
And the
Why?
front porch? Why? Why you want us to leave?
You want my Jordans or my red Nikes? I got you, man.
Are they broken? I need some broken shoes.
He needs some broken shoes.
Broken shoes.
He needs broken shoes.
These shoes are pretty broken.
I like to fix them.
He likes to fix shoes.
He likes to fix shoes?
Who are you exactly?
I got you, my dude.
Who am I?
Oh, wait.
Who are
He's
you?
probably not coming now.
I'm Seamus O'Shaughnessy.
Seamus O'Shaughnessy.
You're a leprechaun?
Yes.
Oh my goodness! We got a leprechaun! That's crazy! Well, we'll leave some shoes on the porch if we find any broken ones. I guess, Mr. Seamus O'Shaughnessy.
I would really appreciate it because I like me some broken shoes.
Okie dokie!
Okay.
Well, alright, well, we'll put them out for you.
Don't forget.
I won't!
Alrighty.
Goodbye!
Have a good day now.
You too! Well...
We're not leaving shoes.
Well, that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know leprechauns had phones.
I didn't either. He probably talking. Hey, hello, I'm talking through my shoe, eh?
I talking through me shoe phone. Well, that was very interesting.
We
folks.
also got a comment from someone on Instagram.
Instagram.
Question though.
Wait.
He said, my question for both of you is, if you could have a superpower and be in the Avengers, what would your superpower be?
Goodness!
Oh no.
I gotta think about it. I could be in the Avengers. Good choice, by the way. Love Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Better much. I prefer them over DC.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
Marvel.
My daily opinions.
Wait, so
Superpowers.
I would want to be able to stop time completely. So not like the
that's a
Flash
good
where he slows down time,
that's
but
a
like
good one.
stop time completely.
And then you'd be like the only person that's walking around with frozen time.
yeah.
That's crazy.
It would be super
That's
cool.
Oh goodness, what would mine be? That is the question. I guess I'd like to have like an enhanced like amount of smarts. Very smart person, because then I could basically create almost anything. Like I could create a suit. Like I could be like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Except I wouldn't be like Tony Stark because I'd be on the Avengers. I'd be stealing his stuff.
You'd be stealing his
I could create like a crazy ion beam or something like
Yeah.
that. Because he shoots little tiny things. I could just create just a giant beam. To
a
just
giant
kinda-
beam.
Maybe I can be like Syndrome and freeze people.
Syndrome.
When he's evil. Wow. Alright, so
Sports. Let's talk about sports. So, the Atlanta United game was so good. It was really awesome. So we had 3 goals made. The first one was by the Mr. Martinez himself. I'm his biggest fan. I love Martinez so much. I have a
has a
Martinez
shirt.
jersey
And a
shirt. So he made an assisted goal, and he slid in to the DMs.
I was
and
thinking
kicked it right in.
I was thinking he was gonna slide right into the net.
Right.
Like that, like
Yeah.
how fast he was going. He was just
Yeah.
gonna go right in there.
And then Miguel made our second goal of the night, and he made a pretty long shot. It was he was pretty far back. So shout out to Miguel, who because he made that goal, it was not an assisted goal. He got player of the night, and he got to nail his golden spike into the thing
Into the ground.
Yeah, because that's an Atlanta tradition. And then our third goal was by Tito, and he hit it with his head into the goal. He just jumped up and did it, and he was like, what? And then whoop-pow, and it went bang, and whoop-pow.
It's tradition to get that head goal in. So you gotta get that in.
Yeah.
All right. So let me talk about NFL stuff that's happened. We had some stuff happen today that I'll just quickly talk about. Tyrann Mathieu is out in Arizona. He's been there for a while, but it looks like they're going to have to find a new free safety. Also, All-Pro has been in the Pro Bowl almost every single year of his career. Joe Thomas from the Cleveland Browns has retired. So they're going to have to find themselves a new left tackle too. Ooh. But my big thing for this week on sports, Richard Sherman, who's one of my favorite players. He was all-pro cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks. I have his color rush jersey and everything. He left Seattle and has signed with their division rival, San Francisco 49ers. So that's going to make for some interesting stuff going on.
Yeah.
2 times a season when the 49ers meet up with the Seahawks. Very interesting.
It's going to be a little awkward,
must
don't you
say.
think?
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing this week, Donnie?
This week, well, I am definitely going to be watching the Atlanta United game against Toronto, hoping that they win again to get closer to them playoffs.
Right.
All right, and then I was saying I gotta find something else interesting to do because I couldn't really think of anything. But I'm now going to a workshop on Saturday, and that's gonna be fun because at first we didn't think we were gonna be going because the kid one got canceled, but now I'm gonna be going to the adult one, and so it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna learn some stuff from a casting director, and it's gonna be very nice, I must say. So. What are you going to be doing this week?
What am I going to be doing this week? We are taking donations to the ATL missions.
Yes, we are.
And we're giving them stuff.
Yes.
That's good.
We got to give them the stuff. We got to help the people.
Give back to the people.
Yes, indeed.
Yeet.
All right.
Well, that's it.
That is it.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, go subscribe and like and comment and ask us questions.
All right.
Please. We need your questions down below so we can answer them in the show. Subscribe. It's cool. And follow us on Instagram.
Follow the Twitters and the
Instagrams. And follow Atlanta United because they're lit every day, bro. Like Jake Paul, but better.
Yes.
Yes.
So, that is what we think. Please.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
Tell us what you think.
In the comments below. See you guys next week.
Goodbye.
Adios.
That was disgusting.
Wow.